March has proven to be a stubborn month by dumping another 30 centimeters on us before we can officially call it spring. But it's nothing a shovel and snowblower can't handle, so March, if you're listening, you gotta do better than that to keep the plumbers at home, 'cause we are very hungry.
Good morning, peeps. Welcome to another vlog. If you take a look right behind me, we are working on a tiny little stand-up shower. Take a look right in here. We have ourselves a juicy drain that we're gonna have to recreate. This is an old Moen shower control valve. We'll be putting in a brand new Puzzlement shower control valve. Essentially what ended up happening here is the tile and the grout and the old membrane that came in here started leaking, and it started leaking to the floor below. So we decided to gut everything and put in everything brand new. So I do have a new membrane that we're gonna be putting in, some new copper pipes. Shower valve is right over there. The only thing I'm noticing right now is that the center of this drain kind of hits the center of this piece of wood right here. So unfortunately, we might not be able to center it the way we want to actually. But we'll fumble around with it, see if we can actually make it work for our liking, if you know what I'm saying. But we got some delicious plumbing coming your way. Peeps, let's get to work. Let's have some fun. Oh, and by the way, peeps, you know what to do, baby. Let's go do some delicious plumbing.
So peeps, we start off by disassembling the drain and capping it in the meantime. I did this mainly because I didn't want to constantly be stubbing it while I work throughout the day in this tiny little space. What I tend to use is these 1.5-inch rubber drainage caps that come fitted with a gear clamp. They are my favorite by far, and I found that it's the fastest way to cap a drain to make sure that the sewage gases don't get back into the house while we're waiting to repair it.
Alright, quick little update, just want to show you where we're at. So this is the old shower drain that I took out, okay? So the new one that we're putting in is similar to it. It's this guy right here, just like so, but it's got a smaller footprint than the previous one in there. This one, I think, is cast iron on the bottom. This one is all ABS on the bottom, okay? I went ahead and found the center of our drain right here. We're looking at around 17 inches, and I made my marks. These Sharpie marks right here are all at 17 inches, and I made multiple ones across the floor. That way we know if we are square. Our laser now shows us our center, and we got a bit of a problem here because, again, like I was showing you, this deviates off a center a little bit. What we're gonna try to do is push our valve a little bit to the right over here so that the center of the knob is where it highlights, which means I might have to cut a little bit of this wood above and below to make that happen. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, I'm gonna shut the water, cut this valve out, and then start assembling our new valve. I'll make any adjustments that I need with the wood as we're doing that. Let's go.
So our next plan is to set up our space for the new shower control valve coming in. First, we cut out the previous shower control valve. Then I'll clean some pipe and solder it onto the existing cold and hot pipes. What you'll see me do later on is cut and use 2x4s to mount our spout, valve, and shower head, because without these, our entire assembly would be floating in the wall, and we can't have that. We need to ensure that our assembly will not risk breaking if there's any slight push or pull to it, and also we want to avoid turbulence as much as possible. Remember, as water travels through a pipe, it makes the pipe shake, and if this shaking is not contained with proper supports, we can put too much stress on fittings, which can lead to leaks or breaks. This is why our code books have specific sections that discuss supports and how often to put them in. Peeps, if you're interested in learning plumbing theory from me, please check out my website, molotovplumbingacademy.com. There you'll find my plumbing math course, and I'm currently in the works of making a beginner's plumbing course as well. Links are in the description. Thanks for the support, and enjoy the rest of the vlog. One thing that I've been contemplating a lot lately is if I should prefabricate my shower valves before I ever step foot on a job site. I've seen other plumbers do this, and I do see the advantage of that, which is speed. You get on and off a job site much faster when you're more prepared. The one thing that I'm worried about though is if the prefabrication ever gets in the way, does it ever not work for the space provided? Because it would be a shame to go through all that effort to eventually realize that you have to redo all of it. So that's why I'm back and forth about the idea, but your input would be really useful here. Let me know down down in the comments below if you're a prefabricator of valves, and if you've ever run into issues because of it, or has it overall been a net positive for you. Any input would be greatly appreciated. Let me know down in the comments. The drain is the final phase before throwing in the liner, and in this case, because the ceiling below is also open, it's an absolute dream to put in. Having an open ceiling below a bathtub or shower drain is always the easiest way of installing these fixtures, but believe it or not, we have assembled tubs from above, but they are almost always a pain. I know some plumbers that automatically suggest to the homeowner that the ceiling below must be open because they can't stand the rigmarole that is required with piping it from above. So that's just something to keep in mind in the future. Peeps, thanks for watching. I wasn't able to get the footage of the liner because the cameras died, but we've seen it a few times on the channel. Please do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification so you know exactly when we're getting videos. Smash that thumbs up, share with friends, and I'll see you plumbers very soon. Kenny Molotov, guys. Peace, baby. Alrighty, so I just want to show you where we're at. I just assembled the drain. Here's the shower control valve. Let's take a look at it, okay? Follow our laser. Hits the center of our drain. Now here's the thing. Because of this awkward stud right here, I couldn't get this bad boy dead center to our drain, but it is close enough. It's leading towards the center. As you can see, it's the exact same dimension as it was in the previous shower control valve that they've had for years. If you keep following up, you'll see that we hit center of our valve, and we also hit center of our shower head. So again, doing the best that we can with the space that we're given. Our next game plan is to now throw this membrane in there. I just did a thorough vacuum. Let's lay this bad boy down.